Toy Story 5 is the newest entry in the Toy Story franchise, and it follows the gang getting together to get Bonnie a friend and finally get her off her tablet. Like the other movies, this film looks really good. A lot of wonderful animation all around that's always nice to look at. I think the comedy in this movie can hit so hard. There's a lot of scenes in this film that my whole theater laughed out loud to, and definitely got a chuckle from me a couple times, and I'm gonna lie. I think Jessie as a character is just really awesome in this film. I love how we go back to her background and how it builds out her character in really meaningful ways. This whole technology plot is actually very smart and kind of justifies this film's existence in a way. I think it's an interesting stepping stone to take our characters, especially in this new age of technology. The whole message of starting over and what do you do when you feel like you're kind of useless now, which kind of feels like the other messages in this Toy Story movies, but you know, I digress. Just so many cute scenes in this movie all throughout. The movie is very cute. Seeing these characters together and so far into their journey has been very, very sweet. This movie, though, I'll admit, can feel a little frustrating to me sometimes. We have grown up with these characters, right, for a very long time. People get very emotional for these movies. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I also cried like a baby when I watched Toy Story 3, okay? But how many times can we see these characters at their lowest and learning yet again to accept change and move on? Sure, these characters have grown older, but it doesn't feel like we are learning new lessons. I can tell throughout this film that a couple of scenes were made to make us cry. I don't think I heard a single sniffle in my theater. Like, it just, I don't know, I never really found myself getting terribly emotional during this flick. People have said goodbye to these characters 2 times now, in 3 and in 4. I mean, look at how many people cried when they, you know, quote unquote said goodbye to Woody in Toy Story 4. Which is crazy because, you know, they just bring him back in this movie with no weight to it at all. Somehow, Woody returned. Credit from this Letterboxd review for this. Look, I had a good time with this film. I smiled, I laughed, I had fun. But the story was reheated. And for a series that kind of resonated with multiple generations and was known for doing that, it leaves me with a bad taste in my mouth knowing that they, you know, could still make that connection. This film is as good as it'll get. The franchise should be doing better and at least evolving a little bit with its lessons and messages, but instead we are starting to get a copy and paste. Good character moments, some pretty cute scenes, and everything you'll want, Disney fans, and Pixar fans, I guess too. But that's a 3.5 out of 5 from me, yeah. Okay, so I did rate this film 3.5 out of 5. The more I think about it, I actually think it's a 3 out of 5. Still a good time, but I don't think I had the balls to give it a 3 out of 5 just yet. But I'm giving it now that I'm editing it 3 out of 5. It's my final score. I'm not changing it again. Subscribe!